Hello, Yeti Nation.
Yeti Nation, how you doing? Good evening, Yeti. Greg
Nice.
Beach, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. The hip's feeling better. The OT or PT's kind of kicking my butt. I'm a little sore today, but yeah, it's definitely getting better. I don't know how it's gonna be a while before I'm running. They told me a minimum of 2 more weeks on the crutches, so
Oh,
hopefully they'll be gone before too long.
doctors know best.
Yeah,
Doctors know best, that's for sure.
they're definitely. I would take their opinion over mine any day. I don't know if that's saying a lot, but I know they're a little more qualified than I am.
They did a little more schooling. They got past the MVCC stature.
Yes, they might have even gotten a degree out of their college experience.
Other than just a bill?
Yeah, other than just a bill. I like it. So, anyways, we had the amazing opportunity to go up and stream Championship Sunday, which, I mean, didn't quite turn out. Sunday was a rough day for the Yeti. But as we were talking about, oh my goodness, some of those teams up there, like that Fire team, they're the Red Hawks for the most part. And wow,
Yeah.
is that going to be a good team?
How incredible it was to see from legendary status to the young bucks getting ready to start doing their dance because wow, there was some great play. I mean, you had Brett Bucktooth on the bench, his brother. It was a Grant. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Grant Bucktooth. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Brett's son was also on the possibly on the roster.
Yeah, Brent and Jameson Bucktooth were both on the roster, and I
Yeah,
believe it was Brent Bucktooth Jr., so I'm guessing Senior
yeah,
was the old man
yes.
that was coaching.
No, no, no. That was the old man playing.
Oh,
The old that's his boy. He's him and Ron are about they're boys. I believe are right around the same age group.
okay. Yeah,
Or
Chase.
are the same age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chase. And Chase Cogan. Wow, did he have a pretty good showing? That was cool. I loved how we got that highlight for uh
Yeah.
for those guys. That was a pretty sweet thing.
That was pretty sweet to watch Dad pounding on the glass after he scored. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and
That was
I've been ripping out.
a moment, just one of the many moments at the Stickmakers Alfie Jock Stickmakers tournament. It was a great time.
Yeah,
Uh, the teams, like you had said, from Newtown, the Golden Eagles,
Picks
Harvey
up the ball in the
Mills,
corner.
Golden Eagles to CTS or CTC, even the Yeti, the Nor'easters were there. Five very good teams, in their own rights. I mean, Yeti. We put up a fight with whom should put up a fight with the Nor'easters. That was a good game. We had an opportunity to put some more points on the board. We didn't, but that happens, and it was a good time. It was a good time. We got a good big W on that one Friday. There was 4 games, so that's a lot of. That was game 3,
yeah.
and it definitely took a toll us on for Sunday. Our numbers, we were a little light on numbers, and the as far as the legs on the guys, but my hats off to every single one of them. Everybody that was on that bench was running their hearts out, and I can't say thank you enough. And I know that's what the creator asked to do when you're out there is run your hardest, and that they did, no question.
Oh yeah, there is so much the energy, and that's where I think that Onondaga team, you could see they were young. I'm gonna play. So this is the championship game that I'm gonna play behind us while we're just kind of, sitting here talking a little bit. Just
That's
wow.
that's Coogan's boy right there in the center, moving around, and just Paulus. What
That
was the
Leland
or Hill?
Paulus is 42. Gavin Hill is the one with the
Gavin
goal.
Hill. That
Y-
team was jacked up. I mean, boom.
Yeah,
How
that
you doing?
yeah. I slowed down these. I've got a couple of them looking pretty good. There's
Yeah,
Jameson Bucktooth picking one off. Yeah, they have definitely got some. And there's Davy Jones. He had a bunch of big saves. This one
huge saves.
off Rio. I like that.
Yeah.
Take me to Rio there. I put it from the kids movie. But yeah,
Yep. Yep.
he had some pretty good ones too. But there's another one. I mean, you're like Davy Jones was on fire. That can't really be understated as how well he played. That was a beautiful goal by Buckshot right there.
There's a. It was nonstop. In the game before this, this was their second game of the day.
Yeah. This
So
this one we're looking
they
at right now, that's that one that we got to see every round a little bit, so we'll watch it again.
yeah,
But yeah, there's like no room there. And like you're looking at it right now, you can hardly see the post. You can see a little bit of the top right
you
corner.
can barely see it. That was the best shot I thought of the for our angle. Boom, goal.
Yeah,
I mean, there was literally a ball's width to get through there, and he stuck it.
yeah. It was crazy. That was such a great shot. I could not believe that went in, and I believe it pushed through his jersey, so you couldn't even see it. There's Chase right there with Ron in the background.
Ron was in the background. To say this is the championship game, the game first game CTS won
Yeah,
or
CT.
CTC.
Yeah,
CTC won the first game, and that was a nail biter. And you know,
here
it,
comes big man with the dunk over the top.
yeah,
That was pretty cool to see.
that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah. No, that first game too, and same thing. Onondaga got off to a 2-goal lead. There's Dan Rogers. That was a sweet little give and go. But again, here Davy Jones grabs it, boom, holds it out.
Pinch them arms.
Yeah. And
Don't
and
let it through.
playing with the Woodies, one thing that you can see. So that's actually, so that's I think I'm gonna screw him up. I'm pretty sure that's
Mhm.
Trevor Hill. It's 11 for their team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gavin Hill played for the Onondaga, and Trevor played for CTC.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
Great lacrosse, back and forth. The atmosphere was awesome. The merchandise that I'm excited for the battle on the barge. A couple of those merchandise, the crafters are going to be as well as Crafty Beach at Battle on the Barge. So there's going to be a lot of history to be. They do a lot of great things. They sit there and make these crafts right in front of you as you're doing them. Love it.
They were absolutely beautiful. This guy,
Yeah,
yeah, Cathers here. He throws a beautiful behind the back and then gets absolutely laid out.
with the
But
helmet. Oof.
yeah,
See
but
you later.
watch him too. He never hits his head off the ground and he just pops right up. Doesn't go after him. Just tries to put his helmet on and tries to keep playing. That Cathers is good. And his brother, he had a few nice saves on the other end. But there's Davy
Very
Jones
good
again with
saves.
the big kick save. Here
Yeah.
comes Chase Cogan again. Boom. He was on fire.
Yeah, it was a great crowd on hand. It was definitely the fire was
Yeah.
all of that, no question.
And there was a beautiful rebound, but he was in the crease. They had two called back for crease.
Yep,
Yeah, this fire team's. I'm hoping to get up there Saturday. Maybe we'll do Saturday before we head out to Utica for the tryouts. I gotta try to finish that off. But the that would be this Redhawks team is going to be good because from what I've heard, they've got a ton of these players.
there's
That,
that number 43. He had a sweet goal in the middle there too. You got him on one of the highlights. Uh, I think he does like a behind the back or through the legs. It was a pretty cool one.
yeah, there was some. Leland Powell is good. There's Rio Johnson, big shot from up top.
Yep. Rio de
Yeah.
Janeiro.
That Gavin, his shot comes out so fast, and
Boom.
it's so
It
hard.
was very nice save, goalie.
Yeah, that was I believe this is Gibson after they put him in. Yeah, that's
Yep.
Gibson. He had a couple big ones.
Yep. Yeah, some nice saves too. I mean, came in cold and
Connor
uh,
Atkinson, same thing when he came in cold. That's a beautiful behind the back goal though. That was cool, and that was the
yeah,
last one. So that was a sweet little take to have at the end. That's what I got. Thanks everybody. Yeah, we got the Yeti highlights, which as you know, there's not a lot of Yeti highlights in this game, but
there wasn't. Like I said, 4 games on Friday night, and then you put us against the eventual championship team,
the the
or not
runner up.
championship team, but runner up. And at that point, they were missing a couple guys. Timmy Zimmel was
So
on the first game,
I talked
and he
to
wasn't
him.
in that championship game.
I talked to him and he hurt his leg. He said he's all right,
Is that
nothing
what?
major, but he was tweaked
The
because
keeper gets
when
back in to help out.
when you said that, I was like, yeah, that's right. It wasn't there, and he's one of I like watching him play. I actually there was one highlight I did clip today. I forgot to tell you, Tommy Costanza, and he did say he goes, well, hopefully we'll be getting a couple of those against your Yetis. And I did say when we go to Utica, there is a much better camera setup so we can get the highlights. So I think he's throwing down the gauntlet, thinking that with the Eels he's going to be able to get one of those behind, around the world where he caught it off the rebound, and like he said, he goes, I missed a few easy ones and somehow managed to bury that one.
Right, right. Yeah, it's excitement time, man. Right now, there's some seriously great things going on in Utica in regards to the World Games, the Hockey World Games. The 2024 is going to be something, but we're excited for 2023. Yeah,
Yeah, we are.
Sully's seen some incredible rubber this weekend.
Well, that's uh
Is
that's McCoy Abrams right there, and he played
Yeah,
PBLA. And you see that? I mean, yeah, Sully. Good luck with that one.
yeah. I mean, they're doing that against pros, and Sully going in his third year being a goalie. You want to know what? He's been over to Prague. He's done a great job getting himself to understand the game. Knows he's got some things he's want to work on. We talked to him about a couple things, so he's fired up. Kraz is getting ready to get up here. He's been playing with the Philadelphia Wings practice squad, so he stayed in check. After the PBLA folded, he got back with Philly,
I was actually going to
and
send him a message today. Is he coming up for tryouts?
he's at this second last known he's going to be here. I was actually pretty honored today. I got a phone call from the Team USA women's head coach, who's actually very good friends with Patty, Ginny Caparelli, and I'm sure I probably butchered that, and I apologize, Coach. But I got an opportunity to talk to her for about a half an hour, 45 minutes, and welcomed her to Utica and Team USA to Utica, and let her know that we're here for them, whatever they need. Her and Coach Thorpe, whatever Team USA needs, Utica's here for them. So pretty excited about that. She had some great
Yeah,
things to say, and
that's awesome. And I mean, we might as well say it again. Coach Tony's going to be help.
Coach Tony is part of the Tony Source. He's on the coaching staff of Team USA. So it's an honor to have them in our house, and to actually have a Yeti running with Team USA. That's
And,
awesome.
and here's another prime example of what's going on with the Eddies. So you get a big save there. Sully Geddes picks it up, gets it up. Casey Swamp, but here is he gets the ball over to Neil Paulus, and this is what I mean. Like it's hard for me to believe when you tell me Neil's 48 years old, and I've talked to Neil, and I know some of his history.
You
So
guys
he
still
has
there?
been.
Did I do
Oh,
something? What
can you
happened
hear
here?
me? Can you hear me, Paul?
Beatrice, you
Or
there still?
yeah, we're all here and we can
Yep,
hear
you're
you.
there still. I muted it. That's what.
But anyways, I was talking about Neil, and he lays out for this one at 48 years old and gets the goal. Absolutely beautiful shot. Paints the corner. Uh
I'm weird right now.
oh. But yeah, absolutely beautiful play by Neil. And there you see
I don't know
Sully
what
with
happened.
another save. Sully's definitely for like you said for his third year. And Connor Atkinson. Now, is that just somebody that showed up? How did you guys get hooked up with him?
Oh man, I didn't hear a darn thing you were saying, but I guess that's good. Maybe you didn't hear me saying my daughter jumped in. Connor Atkinson contacted me last year up at Laxney. We got talking a little bit. Him and Patty Crosby are real good friends, and uh, actually Keith reached out to him. We had Mario was going to run with us, and then some work details came through, and he couldn't run with us, so we reached out to Connor, and he's like, absolutely. So we were pretty pumped that he came up and ran with us. So, I apologize to him and Sully. The goalies were definitely left on an island at some points during these games, and but that's they loved it.
Well,
As far
they
as
definitely got to see some rubber, but
they got their breakaway a lot of breakaway attempts, and they made a lot of saves. Sully made some big saves. Connor made some big saves, but there's only so much you can do. Connor was using the small spoon. Sully was using the big woody, or not woody, but the big high wall stick there. So that takes up a little bit of the 5 hole. And as far as different rules for different tournaments, sometimes. So, but it was a great opportunity. And again, I know both of them. It was for Alfie, and they were both happy and proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, that was the coolest part for me. It was a real honor to be able to get up there and do it, and to be able to watch some of this lacrosse. So this young man is Sam Ferris, who I actually got a message from the sensei down at the smoke, and he happens to know him, and he hooked me up with his name on Instagram so I could get him some of the highlights. But how many times did Ferris do this? We know he did it at least 3 times against the Yeti, but this kid was on fire.
On fire.
Yeah. So he
He was up and down the field. He was everywhere. You should have seen him the day before when he still had some legs left in him. I
still
mean,
had some legs. He looked like he had plenty of legs there on Sunday, but I know
when
what you're
we
saying.
played him, dude, they waxed us. They I think I'm going to say 15, 19. I don't know. I think it was 15. And
Here he
that
comes
was
again.
game 2. Yeah,
He switched. That's what everybody was commenting on too. Ty Hill pointed it out off the bat on Instagram there. But yeah, Ferris switches. He was playing opposite hands, scoops the ball up, and bloop, there he goes.
and there he goes. Yeah,
But
yeah. We
here's
had a
a
couple of Neil diving from behind the goal. You want to what?
that one will be coming up in a minute. But how about that play right there? Cathers, he played pretty good. That
He had
Cathers,
some good saves too. When
yeah,
we got a shot on, he Jeff Geddes had a good it's a tough run
yeah. Now,
when you're playing. It's it's interesting.
yeah, they put Gibson in there, and that Gibson
Well,
played
that was
really
Timmy
well.
Zimmo right there. 28 coming off onto the bench right there. That's Timmy
Yep,
getting onto the bench there. He's at the center rink. That's Timmy right there, and he must have tweaked his leg at some point. Yeah,
yeah. That's
nice
all right.
shot.
So we
Got
got
him.
that's Tommy Costanza again. He had another one.
Yeah,
But yeah, this so that CTC team they had that Costanza he plays for the Eels. There's Ferris again with another one.
yeah.
Yeah, that Ferris is good. I don't know where
Yeah,
he's playing,
that
but
team's no slouch. There was a reason why they was in the championship game too.
yeah.
As far as
Oh, what
they
a rip.
right underneath.
Yeah, and it like I said, they're so good at hiding their sticks too. And that was a just missed high right there. I was really hoping Casey was gonna bury that one.
He had a couple rippers. Actually, one that just missed. He put some smoke on it, and it trickled through an armpit.
Yeah, that
And
Trevor Hill, man, that kid can frickin' shoot.
yeah, he's that it was great. I don't care what anybody. I know we got our tails whooped, but you want to what? There was some great lacrosse being played out there.
Well, you had your moments. The ball wasn't kind of going your way, and you could see everybody was tired. And when you missed a pass, it was just super exaggerated. They're like the rebound. If you took a bad shot and then somebody came up with the rebound, like the possession turnovers and just their ability to still be stick to stick and be so much faster. But there's a Connor Atkinson trying, but Ty Thompson beats him on there. But
Buried it for it. Yeah,
yeah, he had a
yeah. I mean, we get the ball up in one pass, and it's going back down the other way.
yeah. That's my favorite one right there. Don't
Right.
shoot. Oh wait, never
No,
mind. Yeah,
no,
score.
nice, great shot.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of the. I remember
There's
Sikorsky doing that back in the day.
yeah, and there's Kiefer. He just kind of buries his shoulder down, gets in. But there's Timmy Zimmel.
Yep, he had a good tournament as well. As far as that team is
Look
good.
at that save by Connor too. I slow it down. He gets his hand on it. Boom. The
Yep.
first one and then the next one, nothing he could do there.
Yeah, he took a lot of rubber. He
Yeah.
he was he came in and he jumped in for Sully one time on Friday night. Sully was getting overheated. I mean, they're just coming down the gullet wide open and boom, boom.
Yeah,
And when you're a sharpshooter, you know, it, you know,
that's the one. It goes. Yeah, this is Ty Thompson comes in and he gets that right glove on it, blocks
yep.
it out. Beautiful save by Connor. Yeah, there was so much good lacrosse played up there. I can't wait. I'm really hoping we can make everything work out. We'll get some of them senior B games streamed as well. Hopefully, we can line them up where we can do them in, around
Some
the
Yeti
Yeti.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I talked to Ron. I was talking to him
Here,
beforehand,
Neil's
and
about to dive.
yep, here it is. The old boy still got it, man.
And how about this for Gibson though? Shuts down a legend like this. You shut him down in the crease in front of you, picks up the rebound, comes around, and he still gets over there to frickin' save it. Then this check
Yeah.
by Hill, I've got an almost identical one that Ty did in Rome when you guys were playing the Eels.
Okay.
And it's hilarious. Ty does the same thing. Big stick check, gets the ball, goes down and scores.
They there you go. There was one on Connor's a good cat as far as Friday. Was it Friday when we played? No, it was I think in this game. Was it this game? No, it was Friday night's game when we played them. Friday night's game when we played them. One of their guys doesn't get a lot of playing time. Finally got to get some playing time and got one in the last goal of the game. It was an honorable thing that he did, but it was a known thing. A good cat. He did well. That's for sure.
Look at this freaking save. That's awesome. I love to hear it. Everybody up there is so good. Oh, there goes the boy sneaking behind
There
you.
goes the boy. He's going to hang with the boys.
There we go. But here, look at this save by Gibson, and then I can't remember who that is from the Yeti is out front, but gets the rebound off of the shot. Kiefer shoots the original one. He gets it, tries to put it back in, and Gibson just boom straight up with the stick,
Yeah.
knocks it into the
Okay,
corner.
that was Cole 2X. I
Okay,
think is his name. I think, and his brother Angus 2X played with us.
yeah, and here comes I believe this is Geddes. Yeah, cutting across the middle, and that was it for the highlights for you guys on that one.
A lot of running. I mean, as far as we definitely did a lot of running, up and
Yes.
down, up and down. We were short numbers. We had five guys, not to say bailed on us, but had to take care of other obligations. So it happens. Uh, you can't. Some things you can't control. So,
Yeah.
but it was an honor to be there to participate. To say thank you to Elfie for the memories that he's made for us, and not say and wish him best of success on the healing trip that he's on. So
Absolutely.
that's that's the cool thing is he was there with a big smile. Ron said he hadn't seen him smile like that and move around like he was. So that's good to hear. That's what the medicine does.
Yeah. And I was so one thing they had a booth with for Elfie. They were selling hoodies and pens at the PLL last year in Albany. So I
Oh,
went there and I was talking to those guys and I bought a hoodie. And while I was there, Lyle Thompson came up, and I ended up getting a picture with him and my nephew because we were there. So it's just kind of like funny how small of a world it is, and yet like how it ended up tying back, and then we were able to kind of go, pay it forward a little bit down there, or pay it back, I guess, for all that he's done and keeping the. So the other people that were there, that's a documentary. So everybody, I believe it's called Business One, but they're all the other film crews that were there, they're making a documentary about Elfie Jocks, and it's this Business Insider company that does they like handcrafted like original like old school uh things essentially is what they're going for, and
okay.
they highlight that, and that's what all those cameras that were there.
They were around us.
Yes,
That is cool. That's pretty special is what that is. That's awesome stuff.
yeah. All right, so now I've got the next game loaded up. I have
How well Onondaga come back so fast, and Newtown gets down.
Oh,
Davy Jones makes it look easy.
not the Golden Bears.
not
I
the
do
Golden Bears,
apologize. Not
and
the Golden Bears.
yeah, and I I have not really gone through and edited it. I got a couple of clips, so it might be fast. There's no really slow down and zoom in or zoom out. I didn't have time to get to this one too much, but this was a good game, and this is going to be the game that's played Saturday between the Onondaga Redhawks and the Newtown Golden Eagles
Yeah, in the same arena.
in the same arena. But I was talking, they might have a setup on the opposite side so we can see the benches and we can get up a little bit higher so we're not
Uh,
missing the inside corners
oh, that's not a bad idea too. That's not a bad idea. Plus, I think that's the handicap area that we're in right there
that
too.
we're
So
seating. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Might
Yeah.
be a little different, but yeah, I'm just trying to think. I don't think they have a flat
Nope,
level
they're
area
gonna
up there.
they'll build a platform.
Oh, okay.
For what they've done
Okay.
it before, so it seems like something they've definitely done before. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping, between we get the NABLL all up and running and streaming all their games, and then if we can get some of them Can-Am Senior B games up and streaming too, and keep this game growing, and hopefully we'll have plenty of highlights for everybody throughout the year. But I would imagine the so uh also, I don't know if you saw, Sensei has a team in the NABLL
Really?
in the NABL. As I've heard, the Smoke are having a team out of Bethlehem. Actually, um, Nate Jobson's the one who told me, and then I messaged the Sensei today because we were talking. I hadn't heard from him in a while, just kind of wanted to see how he was doing, and he said, I've got, I'm drowning in lacrosse right now, but can't wait for that, and he is in. So
Nice. So
another,
are they going to be playing in the same region that Collar City is in?
yeah, my understanding is they'll be in that metro. So the
Okay.
metro's picking up teams. Good luck with that.
Phew.
Yeah. See,
Well,
so
I know.
actually,
Go
Newtown
on.
was ahead at the beginning of this game. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, this was a great game.
I was also told that the Snow Brothers played with you guys down in Nashville. Did you go to Nashville?
I didn't go to Nashville, but
Oh,
they
okay.
were with us, and I believe they were with us up in Rochester.
Aha.
Number 43 for CTC was with us, and
Leland Paulus, the big kid.
uh, the real skinny kid.
Oh no, that's not 40. I think I might be
No, it
42.
was for not no. My bad. Different person. Different person. He's on Newtown. I think it's 43 on Newtown here.
Okay, maybe we'll see him here
I
in a
think he
minute.
was there in 43. Maybe he wasn't, but yeah, the three of the Newtown guys played with us up against the Bats, and they were they helped us out a lot. They were a great bunch of players.
Yeah,
They got a good team. They got a very good team.
tic tac toe. This goalie for Newtown, Josiah Laforme. So we ended up getting his name from somebody on the bench because we couldn't find it at any of the rosters. So during
Yep.
the whole time we're sitting there kind of talking during the game, it sucks because we don't really have, his name. That is one thing that would be nice, is to have a full roster ahead of time. That's one thing I'm kind of excited about for the Eddie games ahead of time, is because your teams are a little bit more organized, as far as guys generally have a team. There might be some guys that aren't there, but at least you have a complete roster already, and it's easy
Yep.
to scratch a few guys
Yep.
out. But yeah, that Josiah, he was really good. I got a ton of highlights from him. I can't wait till hopefully I get some time tomorrow to clip through this game a little more, because this game was good right there. Nothing he's going to do about that one. I think that was Chase Kogan as well.
He's a heck of a. I tell you, I don't. What's he? Probably 17. I'm assuming probably 18. Maybe is he 18?
I don't know. He's
You
pretty young kid.
He's young, but a heck of a player.
Yeah,
Heck of a player. He's up and down the court. I say court, up and down
the
the
floor.
rink,
Yeah,
and they were playing offense, they were playing defense. He was bodied up with the big boys, so it, the future is bright for him. That's for
yeah.
sure.
I just love how well, like, especially Davy Jones, you could see he passes so well with that wooden
Incredible with that
wall.
stick. That thing has to weigh, honestly. what 30 pounds? Do they weigh that? I gotta
I
believe maybe not 30 pounds, maybe 20 pounds, but still, it is so heavy. He's
yeah.
got a shorter handle on his though, I think as well.
He shortened it down. You could tell he's been playing for a while. That was a big hit right there. But
Yeah,
that kid still picked up and scored. That was one of the
and scored a
snows.
goal.
That was
That was a sweet one.
14 snow, whichever one. I don't have that roster right in front of me. I got the other ones.
That's why you saved him.
Yeah, I tell you that those Snow Brothers really good. That's whatever team they end up on. I hear they. So I wonder how many of these guys we're gonna see in the NABL because there's a few names I recognized, and then there's a lot of these guys that play for that Can-Am league, and so this is essentially two Can-Am teams right here, though. Correct?
Yes, this is two Can-Am teams right here.
Right.
Uh, as far as I don't anticipate many of these guys are going to be
No, you're not gonna get anybody from.
no. As far as you may get a couple of the senior guys, but the older guys that are now not as competitive and just want to get some games. You know, as far as a great example is Neil Paulus. You know, as far as he could probably still run with these guys. I know he can still run with these guys, but once again, you know, you're talking what I believe a 16 game season, and then playoffs, and then traveling, and
Some of theirs is still on cement too, I think.
yes, yes, and it's a it's definitely a pretty grueling schedule as far as that goes. You're
Yeah.
talking 2, 3 games every weekend, at least two for the most part. So to throw in a NABLL game on top of it, I know it's definitely a lot of lacrosse, but
Yeah.
I'm sure some of them would do it.
Here we go. We got 445-603. Thanks for joining
He's
us.
there.
One of these
He's back.
days, I'm gonna find out who it is.
We're
It
gonna
was
find out
I
who
tell
this
you, I got
is.
to meet Gaudette. That was really cool. That was a
Johnny, he's a heck of a he's a fireman down in Binghamton.
is he he had the wife and kids in tow, and that was really neat to see him, and I was glad to hear
Amazing.
that he said he found out about the Yetis through us doing this stuff, so that was really cool. I love to see that we're spreading the game. And that's
Spread the
why,
game.
and that's the other thing that people might not necessarily think of, but all the Yetis are going to have highlights kind of like these guys had today, but it's built into every game
It's built right in. That's on the jumbotron.
with the
We
upgraded
got some
camera
pretty. Beecher has been working or not working. You want to know what he's been uh putting in the
in the time. We're playing, but
putting
we're
in the
putting in the
session.
time.
Exactly. Putting in the time. As far as we got some great things coming up for the 2023 season, and very excited. Numbers are looking good with registration. We still got a couple days left before registration. It'll be open day of, so I know we're going to get some guys day of that'll register that day. But very excited, very excited. A lot of guys coming back. Uh, at this point in time, I believe our count is at 16. So 16 out of the 30 are coming back. That's a pretty good return.
Yeah,
You know, as far as that's about what we were last year. Obviously, we know we lost some big key elements to our offensive stature to the Thousand Islands, and you know, with best respect to and best to success to them on their adventure up there. I mean, it's growing the game. That's what we want to do, and I clearly send my blessing. It's definitely do I wish they were still with us? Absolutely, but I do want to see the game grow, and but it's a special way for it to grow.
yes,
Yes,
uh,
yes, yes. He said
absolutely.
yes.
And now I've got
He
it's
said
because
yes.
it's a great way for, like you said, to help the game grow because like that kid's expedition and everything that he had up there earlier, like you said,
Yep,
that's how we grow the game. So yes, like
that's right.
it is unfortunate that you've lost some of your players, but for the greater good, which my wife and kids would laugh so hard if they heard me say that because I always talk so much shit. I said if anybody says it's for the greater good, immediately know they're probably an asshole. So now that I've said that, they're
Well,
gonna.
there's no question. We're definitely a couple assholes. There's no question. There's no question.
Yeah. But
Hey, do me a
anyways,
favor. You're right there. Scroll down for me. Are you able to? Let's give a shout out. Do me a favor. Click on that Yeti thing.
have you got the roster and schedule up?
No, I ain't got none of that yet. I'm not that talented. I'm
You've
talking to the Utica.
you've got it. I don't know what you're talking about. We've got Aaron Coleman. We've got Patty Crosby. I love Crosby's picture. It always kills me.
Oh, you should
Jesse
have seen last
DeMays.
year.
Yeah, I did see last year when they posted it. I was dying. Jesse DeMays, Mike DeMarco, John Gaudette from Binghamton. Got to meet him recently. Awesome. It was so great to see him out there. Hiwa Hallett, Jonathan. How do you did I pronounce that right?
That's how I. You don't want to. No disrespect. I'll let you
All
say
right.
it. Sounded perfect.
We got Tommy Cram, who we can't wait for his relatives from Florida to jump on the stream. We're waiting for some
Yeah,
cookies from Aunt Sue. But
and
thank you
Sue's there.
very much, Tommy. Kiefer. Have we heard from Air Blaine? Is he going to be at the tryouts?
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
Blaine will be there.
I got to
Blaine
get a
is
hold of him. I
registered.
wanted to reach out, but I noticed he was missing off of the social medias, and I don't have his number. Uh,
Right.
we got so. Oh, hang on. What's this big man doing? He's coming out for the Yeti again, Casey Swamp.
Oh well, yeah. How about I don't know who's registered. This is breaking news. Honestly, I don't have enough time. Honestly, I'm
So
trying
these
to
are.
get the fields ready up at the lacrosse fields up at Tri City, and
Oh shit! You got JJ Voigt too.
oh, maybe we ought to close out of this until. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. As
He was the
far as
last one on the registered, but now
oh,
Voigt,
that's
I remember watching him. He played for the Bombers, and
yeah,
I watched him and I said, "Wow!" I said that
yeah.
boy is. Yeah, he was fun to watch. And then I remember watching him play in the PBLA, him and his brother, and they were both phenomenal. And there we've got the Golden Bears up and running. Let's take a
Golden
look through
Bears.
the Golden Bears roster.
Yeah,
Let's see what they got. Oh, it's protected. Nobody.
it's protected. Everybody's silent.
No, that's let's see the let's see what oh, Spirit's got some names up here. We've got
Spirits.
Blaze, Benedict. So that is Mike's son, I'm wondering.
I gotta believe so.
And there's that's a picture of Blaze with Mike's name. Cook, Fink, Flath, Garlock, Hamilton. I'm trying to see if I know any of the other guys. A lot of guys. He definitely got a lot of guys recruited from all over. He's got some guys traveling, which was really cool to hear. But I mean, like you've got guys from Clayton, Carthage that now have a essentially a home facility. I was upset to hear that they don't have that Bonnie Castle's not up there anymore. You remember
No.
the Bonnie Castle
Yeah,
rink?
no. Yeah, I remember you telling me about it. Yeah, that's no longer there. That would be pretty cool.
Now I saw somewhere that that paper. Okay, so the Paper City team has that Ferris.
That's where he's from.
There he is. He's from Albany. So Liam Ferris right here, he is on that Paper City Oaks team. So they're because they were all over the Instagram. They do a great job managing their Instagram. They were on point earlier. But yeah,
Right.
so they he's on that team and it looks like he's got a brother, Declan Ferris.
Declan Ferris.
Yeah, Glenmont. Uh oh, so that's got Matt Johnson on that paper team. So I don't know what's going on with the smoke team then. Maybe not. Maybe he was just saying that the sensei's playing in there. I'll have to touch base with him a little further.
Yeah, yeah. Well, nobody's to say at this point in time. It's still wide open.
Everything's up in the air. And obviously,
Hey, people are talking to people. There's no question with the growth. People are they're getting into it. You know, as far as it's pretty cool as a general manager meeting more people. Uh, you know, the PBLA definitely struck up a strong point with a lot of guys getting back into it and want to continue to and look at that. We got company again. And continue to as far as play. They want to, to playing with each other. I'm pretty excited. I know between some bombers, we got some guys that are on the Yeti that played for the bombers. And
Spark.
people in Spark. I mean, you know, I'm excited. That's all.
Yeah.
As far as I'm
Well,
very excited.
more to come after tryouts. But so I got to click on
Absolutely.
Collar City as well. Collar City has tryouts on the 22nd, which we were going to try to make it down there and go down to. But now with the game uh, being offered at Can-Am, we're probably going to go film the game down there as long as I can make that work. But I noticed Collar City's got Justin on it, George Fielding, and Deej. Can't wait. Deej is back.
Deej is back. He's ready to take on, what was he, 55 last year? No, 56
56.
last year, right?
Yeah.
So he's that's awesome. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see, and that's maybe once my hip heals up, I'll be able to make it.
That's something we got to do during Battle on the Barge is get some of those guys off of the different teams to come up and talk and talk to them about their teams during the games and everything. That's going to be I'm excited. The Wild's going to be there. Collar City's going to be there. Oswego's going to be there. We're going to be there. It's
Well, and the cool thing about the Oswego game too is so I've talked to Dan, and we're gonna have Mr. Whitmer join us for a couple of the games, so I know he's gonna come up and talk at least for for a little while. So that's a big that's a plus. I'd love to get Jason up there. I know he's down on the floor when Oswego's playing, so we won't see him at all then. But uh, yeah, he actually does. He teaches all this stuff for a living too, so he really could help me out. I always forget to use him as a resource, and every
absolutely.
time I talk to him, he's like, "Yeah, if you ever need anything," and I'm like, "Yeah, it would make sense if I just called him." But
Well, eh, every that's again the brotherhood of lacrosse, as well as we're all trying to help each other out in one way or the other. Especially once you get going and you know some people, once you get to meet them, and otherwise, I'm sure I've called other people on other teams several different names, and I don't even
oh
know
my
who they
goodness, you you are like the worst when it comes to the name calling. I will definitely agree there. That is one thing. It's not your strong suit, I'll say.
No, no, I just
Pronunciations
like
and remembering names in the first like couple of minutes of it.
it's been definitely an interesting life, that's for sure.
Yes. Yeah. What a long, strange trip it's been, as they like to say,
What
right?
and we'll keep on riding this train till it ends. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So right now I'm trying to whip up the game of the fire and the elite, and if my computer vapor locks, we will know that that was too much for my computer to handle processing that file while we're talking. But it appears right now that we're running and nothing's lagging, and when I'm looking at the stats, everything looks like it's good. So we're gonna have another game highlight up here in a couple of minutes probably.
Awesome. Awesome. As far as I'm getting excited, Beecher, to start announcing hopefully next week, maybe we'll have a new, if we can get together and time allows us to, some new sponsors. As far as the sponsorship campaign has started, and very excited to say Be Dry, without a question, is incredible people. Down the Bag Square Brewery down in downtown Utica, beautiful people. Family landscaping, beautiful people. Family Fay Farms, beautiful people, and the list is continuing. These are just some of the people that I've talked to, and again, we can't say enough thanks to all of our advertisers, sponsors, advertisers, uh, people that want to see the game grow. It's exciting times. You know, there's more announcements to come. I'm just trying to. I'm having a hard time keeping my mouth shut because I probably already say too much. But
You do
some
it,
of
and I
the
actually I just realized when we started when you said that, I was like, oh shoot, I did not load up our commercials onto this, so
well, that's as far as
we will
you know,
grab.
time flies.
Yeah, I got to drag
Eh,
us back down too because you
we're
can't
going
see
down to the
nothing.
corners again. We're
Back
all good.
down
Hey,
into the
you see that?
bottom.
Look behind my corner real quick. Blow that back up for us. So you see that name right there? Oh, but look, there's a nice trophy there too. But that name,
Th-
where is it?
Thorpe,
Uh,
right there. Stop.
that one
That's it.
right there, Thorpe. That's a legend right there in the box world. That's for sure. That's
Yeah.
that's one of my specialty jerseys. Signed. I got Casey Powell on there, Reggie Thorpe on there, a lot of big names on there. Good
Nice.
stuff. The bad good old Rattlers days. But anyhow, yes, back to this game. Again, highlight after highlight after highlight.
Yeah.
You got waxed.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this game, and so actually Onondaga started with a 2 goal lead in this game.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
This is
Or
the
not
first game,
Onondaga,
right?
CTC.
CTC,
Or yeah,
yeah,
no, Onondaga
CTC.
started with a two goal lead, and then CTC came back. So there was the first one. Then CTC comes back and won by one at the end.
Yeah, yeah. It was great ball.
Yeah.
I mean, where'd that shot come from? Trying to watch it, it's like some of these shots that these kids are taking, you know, wow. Boom. That's at 22. That's Hill right there, isn't it?
Oh,
Wasn't
Gavin
that
Hill.
Gavin Hill? That was one of those shots where it's like, Jesus, the kid just let a bomb go.
Yeah, right.
Right here. Step down, rip. Thank you.
And it's a
Oh,
goal.
that one went in too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I know for the Yeti this past weekend. We didn't have our normal face-off guys, so that it definitely takes a little wind out of the sail when you can't win the face-offs.
Yeah, the big
And,
thing, momentum. Like, so if you get scored on and then they get it back and come right back down, and it did happen to you guys at one point, you said, wow, that happened so fast, I didn't even look up and see it. And we happened to have the
yeah,
replay for you, but
yeah. There was I think two times that happened. I was like, what just happened?
yeah.
I'm looking at some feathers being ruffled in the corner, and somebody just shot and scored. What happened?
Yeah, it's so hard to keep up with on this without going through and slowing things down. That's what I do most of the time. They get a
Yeah.
little they get a little excited.
The benches on this game here were full
Yes.
as far as you know
It was earlier in the day too. This was both of their first games.
first games. Yeah,
Makes things a little bit easier when you know, got to sleep. Although granted some of these kids are a little younger, they probably could stay up and hang out and party a little bit more and still make it in time.
I don't know if they do that. They get on that Xbox and they go Minecraft for
They
hours.
go Minecraft for hours. I don't know if these kids are Minecrafting, but they're I
All
get
right, maybe they're not
I
Minecrafting.
get what you're saying.
It is what it is.
Oh, that was a
Minecraft,
nice goal right there.
NFL football. That was nice.
Yeah. And this is so I got to get to this game. I actually seen Leland Powell just sent me a message because I told him I had some highlights. I was not expecting the games to take me as long to get through, but there was so many highlights in the championship game and then the next one. And I'm trying to get everybody at least one game covered. And it's like, wow.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's so much action. These games had so many great opportunities, great shots, great saves, big hits. To see the talent of some of these guys that were using the woodies. Holy sugar! I mean, 21 for CTC.
Yeah.
I think he's out there. He was a beast with that thing. I don't know what his name is, but you know doing the one-handed scoop cradle pickup and coming out, laying lumber on people.
Schultze? Schurlitzy?
Is that what it was?
I'm trying to. So that one, it's hard to read the one handwriting, and then the other one, the schedules are was missing a few names.
Right, right.
Shoutsky, Nate Shoutsky.
Shoutsky, heck of a player he was. There's Timmy Zimmel,
Yeah,
Davy Jones with a big save.
that Davy Jones, he's one of those players. He is like that's a huge advantage because when you can get a goalie that's that hot, it's like almost unfair.
Yep,
Because and even
yep.
in that championship game, CTC didn't play that bad. I mean, granted, I believe they were outplayed by Onondaga, but it wasn't what the score said it was. Like that game just felt
Exactly.
closer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, here comes Ferris down. Boom. Cuts through. And they're loaded teams. There's Ferris.
Yeah, yeah, that one I love that one too. Just picks it up, scores, and just talks shit right over the top of them.
Comes through the backside. Somebody touches it. There he is. Whoop.
And just stands up like, yeah, that's right. I just buried it. Haha.
How you like me now?
That mind game is such a big thing too, though. And you see some of these guys are really good at getting under other guys' skin.
Oh, they know how to chirp, man. There's some serious chirping going on in the big save by Davy Jones right there.
Yeah.
Got back in there. It was an open goal and got the stick on it.
Oh, there was another big save by Davy
Yeah,
Jones. Yeah.
quick save, post to post. And he's not a young cat. He's older.
No, I did. Yeah, so I didn't realize it until afterwards, and I was looking. There's a picture of him and his son that played on the team as well, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
he's still spring chicken."
yeah. No. He's getting up there too. I mean, that's such an honor for I wish I was able to, and I have in men's league summer type thing, but to play with your son at this level, that's freaking incredible.
Yeah, yeah, and I would imagine he's playing for that Can-Am Senior B team, unless he doesn't play. But I would find it hard to believe they've got another goalie sitting in the wings that's I don't know, better than him. But there's so much talent in Onondaga that I guess it wouldn't be too surprising.
I know, absolutely. I mean, there's so many kids that are playing, and well, what's Dempsey doing? Is he eligible to play for those guys? I know he helps them out.
Dempsey's going to be playing for the Eels.
Well, I know that, but as far as does he play Can-Am ball too?
I don't know. I'll have to ask him next time I talk to him.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not certain myself. How about Herkimer? Big W by Herkimer this yesterday.
Oh yes.
Sorry to take the conversation off of the game that's playing, but there's so I've seen them. There's so many highlights that look at that. That's Ron's boy right there, just squirreling around in the middle there.
All over
Ron,
the
there
place.
you go. A good lead is a Herkimer, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure Bobby would love to have his son come to Herkimer, but Herkimer beat Monroe yesterday for the first time. And I was talking to Bob. I believe he said since 2006.
Ooh, nice.
So that was a big W for Herkimer, qualified for the playoffs, and now
Getting
they're heading up
get
to Genesee.
getting ready for playoff seed. So they just lost to Genesee, so it'll be interesting to see how they can bounce back.
Yeah, yep. It's a you got to play smart ball. You can't be in the penalty box. Uh, I guess they had quite a few penalties in their first matchup, so got to play smart ball to be champions. That's for sure. But best of luck to Herkimer coming up this coming Saturday up against Genesee Community College.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Nothing nothing but the best. We hope Bob will do it. Now Bob is going to be there at the battle on the barge, I'm assuming. I'm hoping.
Yes, he will be there. He's getting excited. He's getting his game voice ready. I told him to take down the singing doll this year and no and everything's PG because I won't be there to ruffle his feathers.
Yes. That was a so we did get two copyright notes for the games that we live streamed, but it didn't affect us as far as like everything was good with it. They didn't
Yeah,
really care.
everything was good. We just had to go through and mute all the
No,
music
no,
at
no.
one point.
All the ones that we just did.
Oh, they did say something?
Two of them were copyright, but they didn't. So sometimes they ding you for them, and some of the artists are good with it, and they
Yeah,
actually but it actually didn't end up being a big deal. So the two songs that they caught that were playing in the background, they didn't matter,
it
thankfully.
didn't bother him too bad. Well,
Yeah.
that's good to hear. That's good to hear. It's for a
Yes.
good cause. Come on, people. It's for a good cause.
Yeah, that's the problem when you have robots involved, though. Nobody
You
cares.
know,
Like, there's
nobody.
no using a little common sense, like, okay, they caught 30 seconds of this song through a muffled microphone. I think we're okay, guys.
It's a crazy world we live in. That's a whole different Yeti talk.
It
That's
is.
that's the rated R Yeti talk.
Yes. Well, that's the problem is I'm looking for the advertisements. I don't know where they are.
Well, that's probably a good sign that says, you want to know what, we got to get out there and do
It's
some more road work and talk to some more people, some more businesses. If there's any businesses out there that are interested in doing some advertising with the Utica
oh,
Yeti on Yeti
I
Talks,
I
then
got it. I'm
oh,
gonna drop
oh
it right
no,
over the top
there
of
he
us.
is.
So
He found it.
we'll take a
He
quick
got it,
commercial
folks.
break, everybody, and we will be right
Be
back.
great fittings
We'll be
for
right
all
back.
your
Fittings.
underground
Fittings.
utility, plumbing, HVAC, cements, solvents,
Kevin, is that what it was?
irrigation, valve
My
boxes,
happy, my happy.
all your plumbing needs,
Happy guy.
plumbing, irrigation, HVAC.
Fay Farms. Fay Farms, where the beef's at. Believe in 271. Nobody fights alone. You got a sweet tooth? Contact Nora's Candy. Black River Ale House. Go where the Romans go. Do what the Romans do. When in Rome, go to the Black River Ale House. Rome Sign and Display Company. Contact Terry down at Rome Sign. Nice Scoba, the men and women in blue. Thank you for what you do. George Kaler, sales and service. B-Dry Systems. Basements are wet? Contact B-Dry. Contact Russ down at Family Landscaping. Spring is near. Deming Lakeside Trailer Park. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF. Friend of the Yeti. Tri-City Lacrosse. MEM Photography, Mark Murphy. You need the shot? Contact Mark. Bag Square Brewing Company, a authentic German brewery with authentic German food. Stop down to Bag Square when you're in downtown Utica. Robert Dix Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix for all your insurance needs. Clinton Tractor and Implement Company. CBI Cables. Plug in what the pros use. CBI Cables. Plug them in. Crafty Beach for all your personalized merchandise.
Yes, thank you so much to all the sponsors. They are what make this happen. So if you get a chance, please support the local sponsors. There will be a Crafty Beach booth set up at tryouts, and I think we got one at the Battle of the Barge. I'm working on. I think Bella's going to actually run it for us. She's going to be our merchandise manager. We'll see how she likes that. She seemed kind of interested in it. And we do have to say, Crafty Beach, we did notice you in the chats that Bobo serenading us. As much as we do enjoy it, maybe that'll just be on like the Patreon. You have to pay for the private streams if you want to hear Bobo sing.
Yeah, that's in future. That's years to come. That's in years to come. We're being very optimistic.
One of these one of these days we're gonna learn to build a server and then we'll just run this all right through the Yeti so we can do whatever we want. No more following YouTube rules. No more nothing.
Rules. We got to follow rules. There's rules that we got to follow.
I'm not. That's one thing I struggle with greatly. I can admit it. If I have one problem in life, it's if I don't agree with the rule, I usually don't follow it. I'm not. It's not my strong. It's not my strong suit. I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, as far as the rules I do know that are coming up is the rules for tryouts. Everybody's got to get registered on the NABLL. That's a mandatory. Nobody will touch the field without being registered. Sunday at 10 o'clock, I'll be there. We have the turf. If guys want to get there early and just want to tool around and get stretched out, well, the turf is open at 10 o'clock.
Turf's
As
open
far
at
as
10. It's this easy to get the player registration. You just go onto their website. I'm going to drop the link in the stream to make sure we have it. I'll even drop it right to there so that way it's got it. Look at that. Control. See, it's copied.
copied and pasted, and there it is. Beecher, you're awesome.
There we go. It's in the description for everybody to see now. So everybody who wants to can just click on the link there, get themselves registered.
It's a $20 red. That's the insurance.
$20
It's
for
got
the whole year,
medical.
though. It's only one registration for the year.
One registration for the year the $20 the insurance policy. There is a $50 registration for the tryouts, so it's going to cost you $70 to try out. As far as
But
you're going to get a reverse, everybody will get their reversible And from there, we get into 2 hours of tryouts. It's to say a pro style tryout. I have to say I'll compare it with anything as far as a pro style.
Well,
Tony and Johnny do an incredible job running their tryouts,
you've got one of the
and
coaches of the women's team box lacrosse running the tryout. And another thing that last year was pointed out by several of the players was that they were completely ready for the PBLA because everything that is involved with the Yeti is at that professional level. So if you want to play box like a pro player, be treated like a pro player, this is as close as you're going to get. We've heard it from several pro players on your teams that this is as close as you get without making it to the NLL. So definitely worth getting yourself down there. And if you're talented enough, I'm interested to see the new talent. That's what I think is going to be impressive. I'm also really interested to see how this Riverhawks team, if they can maintain some of that momentum, and had they really gotten that good, or did the Yetis just kind of slack off because they had handled the Riverhawks fairly, easily before. So I think it'll be, yes,
well, I think
Yeti are all
I think
class.
you're going to see a larger talent pool than last year. I think a lot of your college players are now aware
The
to
entire
what's
college
going on.
season.
Yes, the entire college season is or the entire season is played before the playoffs included, before the kids go back to school. So it's something that the league has done a good job. Our division has done a great job. You know, uh, all of us want the to build our hometown fan base. We could do a tournament style, and go someplace and play 3 games in one weekend type of thing and have the season over in 3 weeks. But I myself personally, I love seeing the fan base grow. It's great to see the Yeti fan base travel. I've a shout out to them because I've had a couple of the GMs say it's awesome to have the to see the amount of people that do travel and follow with us. So my hats off to the fan base, the Yeti Nation, and some big things happening during the home games this year. We got a lot of
Yeah,
surprises. I
we've
talked to a
got.
couple. Go on.
I was just gonna say, so with the Battle of the Barge, don't give it all away because we've
All right.
got we've got time till we get there, Paul. So let's just
All
ease
right.
into it. We're
All
talking
right. You're right. Again, slow
we're
down,
talking
Neckers. Slow
tryouts
down.
now. We're
We're
gonna
talking
wrap up the
trying.
stream because it's now bedtime for me. But
It is too.
we're doing tryouts. Everybody stay tuned. We will have some highlights clipped. We're obviously not going to stream all of the tryouts. That wouldn't really make a lot of sense. But we
We're gonna have
will.
some fun stuff. We're gonna put together a little fun thing, and you want to know what? It's gonna be a great day to be in Utica at the Nexus Utica University Nexus Center. Registration. We take the field at 11:30. Start stretching, and tryouts will start at 12 o'clock. Get there. Be prepared. There's going to be a fair amount of talent there, and we're excited.
Field's rented from 10 o'clock, so get there if you want. You need a little time to warm up, take a few shots, see what's going on, get your sticks fixed. We'll be there from 10.
Trainer will be there. Trainer will be there. You need to get taped up. We have a trainer, Justin. He does a great job for our team.
Justin
He's
has
been with.
also got a great sense of humor, so he's funny while he's taping you up. We had
He's a
some,
funny man. He's a funny man. Having a couple beers with him afterwards, he can make you chuckle a little bit.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us, and Paul, I'll let you close us out.
Hey, fellas, Yeti Nation, thank you for 2022. Wait for 2023 because we do exist.
We do exist.